Shivers run through my spine with the freezing moonlight. It's long.
Hey guys, it's that one Summer here, back again with another speed build, and today we're building a luxury family home. And it's not a mansion, even though it kind of looks like one, and it's a modern build too. So, and also this build but it is for a personal save game that I have that I play on my free time. And so, yeah, it's more geared to my personal likings and what I wanted for this particular sim family. So, yeah. Anyways, so I just wanted to say, like, this video is gonna be, like, super, super long. So, like, you know, it's gonna be super long. So, this is actually going to be cut into two parts. This is part one, and part two will be up next Friday. I'm sorry this video was delayed on Saturday. It's because I got a new video editing software, and I wanted to use that instead of the old one that I was using, because the old one really did not do justice for my videos and did not produce that good of a quality. So yeah, I'm hoping this turns out really good quality. It seems like it is right now. So, and yeah. Also, if you guys haven't noticed, I made myself a new intro. The last one was kind of like downloaded, and so I made a new intro, like from scratch, like just me. And yeah, so let me talk about the build. So, this is a luxury family style house. I keep wanting to say mansion, even though technically it's not really a mansion, because, or maybe it could be considered mansion. I don't really know, but it's somewhere along the lines of that. It's very modern too, and it's like very beach house inspired, summery house inspired also. But I've been playing it when my game is set in winter, so I haven't really gotten to the summery part yet in my game. But yeah, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about the backstory of the family that I'm building this mansion for. I keep wanting to call it a house and a mansion. I'm torn between those, using those two words. But yeah. So it all started when I wanted to play with a vampire, because like I haven't really been playing with that much vampires as of 2-3 months ago. I've had the same save for like 2 to 3 months. I think 3 months. So like this is a long time. I'm on the second generation. And so the first generation was like a vampire sim, and then she married Mortimer, and she befriended Bella Goth, but like not as much as originally planned. And yeah, and then they had a kid. And then on their second kid, I accidentally, like, once she came back from the hospital from giving birth to the second child, I accidentally was ignoring her because I was making Mortimer take care of the children, because I think that was the time when like an expansion pack came out. I don't remember which one it was. Yeah, no, I can't really remember which one it was, but it was like during a time where like we couldn't put mods in the game anymore because the mods weren't working. So I didn't have the UI cheats, and so I had to, like, because before that I would, like, in my personal games I tend to do a lot of cheats, not too many cheats, just mainly like the UI extension, like, you know, cheating up their needs, because I just either can't really, because I usually have a lot of sims anyway, so I can't be bothered to like have like manually take care of them. And I don't like playing on full autonomy as well, because I just have a control issue with games, not like in real life. Yikes. But yeah. And so I forgot what I was trying to talk about before, and it slipped my mind. Oh, there it goes. I was talking about something along the lines of, oh yeah, right when she gave birth to her second child, I ended up accidentally leaving her outside for too long, a vampire sim, and by the time I did make her go inside, like, she just went back outside and then just died from sun exposure or like overheating or something along the lines of that, like the sun basically, because vampires can't go outside. So yeah, she ended up dying, and then it became very, very sad afterwards, because like, yeah, no UI cheats, and so they were all suffering. And so basically it was just like a really bad time. But then like I ended up fixing it. So like there's a lot of drama, that I think that's why I've been playing this particular save for so long, is because like there was so much drama. Like one thing happened after another, happened after another, and happened after another. If you guys want me to go in depth into the storyline or the lore of this Thorn Legacy, I call it, I'm thinking of making like a update video, or like a monthly like type of video where I just show like the Thorn Legacy, even though you guys haven't really started from the beginning. I think it's more funner if you guys just start in randomly, because, you know, there's a lot to talk about, and then a lot more drama is gonna happen because something just recently happened in that save file. And yeah, so comment down below if you guys want me to talk about it, because I won't say any more, because I want to make you guys suffer with suspense. Anyways, so also the reason why this particular speed build is so long is because this build has too many rooms. It has 2 sunrooms, 2 living rooms. I don't know how many bathrooms, but there's like, how many? Oh yeah, 4 bedrooms, a studio, and yeah, I think that's it. Oh, also like several balconies. So yeah, like it looks really compact and small, but it's actually a really big build. So I think that's kind of weird, but like not really weird. So yeah, this is like a really big, not big, but like really like time consuming build that I didn't really plan on making it this extravagant, but I was like, you know, I gotta go all out for this particular family, because like they have a soft spot in my heart. Like there's a reason why I've been playing this particular save for like 3 months, and I'm probably gonna continue to 3rd generation, because 3rd generation's gonna come up soon, because like I don't want to spoil too much, but like the twins are now teens, even though you guys weren't there when they were children, but like they just aged up to teens recently. And so yeah, also I'm playing on long lifespan also, so it's really weird that like I'm making this particular save go really, really long. But also too, when I play on what's it called? I just said it just 1 minute ago. Long lifespan. I tend to age them up whenever I see fit, or like whenever I just feel like it. I don't really like wait, especially with like teens and children and toddlers and babies, because like I can't, you know, really I really like playing with young adults and elders. But I haven't really been playing with elders that much because every single time my Sims turn into elders, I'm already playing their children. So I never get a chance to play with elders. I think once, but that was because I had to and it was for a challenge. It was the Not So Berry challenge that I did. Um, yeah. If you guys want to see me play more challenges, comment down below. Also, I think I uploaded this to the gallery. I am not sure, but I will the next time I go into my game. So if you guys want to download this, my origin ID is riincat with two I's. So RIINCAT. And yeah, also it's in the description below. Like, I have all of my information. I also made a Twitter and a Tumblr recently. So, you guys might want to go into the description and check those links out too. I tweet a lot. I'm basically on Twitter 24/7 because I have a lot of accounts on Twitter, which I'm not going to share some of them or mainly all of them, but like this particular one because it's linked to my YouTube channel. Or this channel, I should say. So yeah, go ahead and follow it because I really want to be able to talk to whoever watches my videos, you know, because we can talk about how bad I'm at talking. See, when I tried to make a joke about me talking, I ended up not speaking properly, and that just goes to show that I'm very bad at talking. So yeah. Also, later in, I put in like this really big pool that's really close to the sunrooms, or not really downstairs wise. They're not sunrooms, but upstairs they're sunrooms. Cause the room that are on the bottom, the rooms that are on the bottom, one of them. Oh, one of them. Why am I talking so weirdly? One of them is like the family room and the other one's going like a bedroom, and so they're both on top of the water, just like looking out. Like the bed is like close to the water, so you can like sleep next to the pool, I guess. So yeah, that's what I mean by like beach home type, because like we don't really have like beaches in the Sims 4, so like we can always like make our fake beaches with the pools and stuff. And so I wanted to make like create like a fake beach type, cuz like I know some people when they make beach houses, they try to make the pool realistic to like what beaches look like, but I wanted this mansion to like purposefully make it look like they're trying to mimic a beach with just the pool, because I feel like that's fancy. Like, I don't know if that made any sense. Also, I tried to do a split level sunken in living room, but it didn't work because like I don't know, the stairs were doing its weird thing. Like you'll see right now, like it was doing that, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. But it was trying to like go down somewhere. I don't know. It was really weird. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe the reason why was because I was going to make a vault, and so I did make a basement, but I don't think there's a basement to this build. If so, if there was a basement, I would have noticed it because I've been playing in this particular this build for like a while now. I would have known if there was a basement, but I don't know. I could. I'm gonna check. The next time I go into my game, I'm gonna check why that happened, and maybe I'll fix it. I've been thinking, like, when I was editing this video, that I wanted to like remake this build, like maybe in the month's future, because like it's a really good concept, but I don't really like how it turned out, because I think it needs a little bit more work, a little bit more restructuring to make it look better. But yeah, so I might rebuild this in the future type thing. Kind of like, those like draw videos. I think I mentioned this before with another video, but like, like those artists, they do the draw this again type thing. I want to do that kind of thing, but like with a build and like build this again type thing. I did that once before. Well, not once before, but like I talked about it once before in another build that I tried to renovate when my first what's it called? One of my first builds that I posted onto the gallery on The Sims 4. I think it was actually my very first build that I made on The Sims 4, actually. But yeah, I'll also link that video in the little icon card thing up in the right corner. I'll point it out to you guys right now. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I did for this build. Also, I tried to make the color scheme very white and beige and stuff like that. So sorry, I had to cut off my audio there because I had to deal with something very important. But anyways, the reason why I bring that up is because I have no idea what I was talking about before, so bear with me. But I think I remember it's something to do with like color scheme or something like that, so I tried to make this like very neutral colored. I don't really know the thought process behind that, but I just really liked how I don't know, like I think it was mainly inspired, like color scheme wise, by things that I saw on Google, and also the starter home that comes in Del Sol Valley, because that's like very brown and white, beige, I should have said, not brown, because it's like more beige, creamy, warm colors, and I really wanted to have a lot of cool tones and warm tones, so that way it looks modern, but it also looks very homey and cozy, because it is a family home, and I want it to be like close and family, cozy, cuddly warmth. Does that make any sense? So yeah. Also, I put in black floors because black floors scream rich, as I've seen from like photos and what other speed builders on YouTube say. So yeah. And yeah, so I tried to make all of these rooms come together by using similar color schemes, but also making it different so that every direction you go into this mansion, it's always a different type of vibes you get. Like, for example, like in the dining room, you get like really nice modern plus nature vibes, and in the kitchen you get like southern country vibes, and then in the family room you get like we're rich, but this is like we're renting a rich place because we're still cozy and family like. I don't know. I'm not saying like rich people are not family orientated. I'm just saying like warm tones tend to be more related to family, and cool tones are to me kind of like creative and artsy and like modern and like magazine-esque type thing. So I don't know. I don't know if any of that made sense, but I hope it did. So yeah, I tried to have different accent colors throughout all of the different rooms as well. In the kitchen, it's like blue accent, and then in like, wait, did I say the kitchen? No, I meant the dining room. Blue accents, and then in the kitchen, it's like yellow and I don't know. And then in the family room is just like plain beige. And then also in the living room, because it's like there's a family room and a living room. I might be wrong, but to me, a living room is like TV, like there's a TV, and family room is like there's no TV, but like there's a fireplace. So, yeah. I also made the living room similar to the kitchen, but like also similar to the dining room in wallpaper. I might be wrong though. I think yeah, I don't remember what the wallpaper was like in the living room. But yeah. So I just put in just, normal things and stuff like that. Also, I was gonna say something, but then I forgot. I'm sorry if my voice sounds weird. It's very dry and I don't have any water. And I know I'm talking, I don't know how to talk. I'm not talking properly is because I have no idea why. That's just me. So yeah, I tried to put in a very subtle amount of decorations because I didn't want it to be overly decorated because like nobody really sees the decorations in the kitchen because realistically when you play in like houses and mansions, you just like have the walls kind of like semi down only when you have like screen or when you're taking screenshots, that's when you have all the walls up. So I don't really pay too much attention to like wall decor in kitchens, but I do pay attention to like wall decor in like different other places, like right here, for example. Also, I was going to have them have a dog because they already have a cat, so that's why there's like two feeding bowls there. But I couldn't find like the right type of dog that I wanted the family to have. So if you guys have any suggestions of type of dogs, my type of dog that my sim family should have, or like I should create for them, let me know in the comments down below, please. Thank you. Sorry I said it so weirdly like that. And yeah, so here we're building the family room. I think this is one of my favorite parts of the build. Just because it looks so cozy and warm, and also too, it looks very summery when I put in the pool in later. So you'll see in the screenshots, it looks very like summer, like beach house-esque. And yeah. So, so yeah, I made this very beige, very summery type warmth vibes, if that makes any sense at all. And yeah, I think it looks a lot more better. Also, wait, I put in those lights from Spa Day, which brings out the summery vibes and the family room. At least I like to think. And yeah, also I put in that new Lindsay speaker that came with one of the updates. I don't really remember which one specifically. But yeah, oops, sorry. I got distracted by something. But yeah, I put in that as well. And I also put in some cat stuff because the Sim family does have a cat named Puppet. It's a cute little tuxedo type cat. And so yeah, in this hallway, I just kind of put in some random things. I put in a piano and like a little place to sit, which I kind of went ahead and skipped over where I placed in the little seating area because I was trying to make this, I was trying to cut down on time. So I didn't want to make it too long because it's already like 31 minutes long. So I didn't want it to be like, actually, the thing is, if I put in all of the clips that I used when building, it would have been like at least over an hour, like an hour and 10 minutes. And I don't think you guys would want to watch me for an hour and 10 minutes. So, yeah, that's why I put in for 30 minutes. And I think the other one will be around 20 minutes as well. So, I mean, they're both decently good sized videos. So, yeah. And the next thing I start to work on is, oh wait, I put in like a little child activity thing. I forgot what it's called exactly, but it's like the little art table that the children have. And then after that, I start to work on the living room. And yeah, I put in like a really big fancy flat screen TV. And then I also have originally it was going to be a secret room, but I ended up getting rid of that room and just making it part of the laundry room. Although I don't think I will show the furnishing of the laundry room, but there is a laundry room in here. So if you download it, there's laundry in this build. So yeah. And I tried to make it as fancy as I always do for the builds that modern builds I usually do. And yeah, I tried to make it like really high tech looking because, you know, they're rich. So I wanted them to have like the best high quality tech, like technology. So yeah. And then we jump cut over to this little narrow balcony, which I didn't think the Sims could actually like be able to do anything on that balcony, and it was more there just so it made the outside look interesting. So I made it like a scenery feature, so when you pass by the large windows in the hallway, you can pass by some like nice greenery and some nice pink flowers. I used two different kinds of flowers, but I can't really recall the flowers by name because I don't really. I mean, I know one of the names, but like it doesn't stick in my brain. So here I make the pool. I tried to make it as close as possible to the build because I wanted those two rooms specifically to appear as if they were floating on the water, if that makes any sense. So I wanted it to be surrounded by water, kind of like a beach house, even though the beach is not really surrounding the mansion or house or whatever. But in this one, I wanted it to surround it, but not too much because I didn't want it to be like a moat or anything. And also, I was having problems with the foundation. I have no idea why. It just, the foundation wasn't willing to work with me. So, but I ended up fixing it anyways. I worked around it. And, yeah, and I put in some nice outdoor furnishing, but that'll be in the second part. So it's not in this part. Because I usually tend to work on the inside first and then the outside. And so even the landscaping is in the second part as well. So, yeah. What else is there? There isn't really much about the pool. I tried to make it as simple yet elegant as possible. I put in the pool border. I think it's called a pool border. I don't know what it's called, but It's like, that thing that goes around the pool, like the sidewalk. I don't know what's it called, but I used the one from Get Famous, like the marbly looking one. And yeah. And then here I start to work on the bedroom. I make it just as beige as the family room. Kind of like matching, so that, because like they're both the rooms on top of, like, surrounded by water, and also underneath the sunrooms. So I think I subconsciously made it matching. Yeah, and I tried to make it as elegant as possible. Also, this is the last room I furnish in this part. So you guys should stay tuned for part 2. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can get notified when part 2 is up. So yeah, I used a lot of the stuff from Get Famous in this one as well, in this particular room. Also, I did not include me furnishing the whole entire room because I was saving on time, because I was originally going to add in another room, but I didn't want it to be too long. Anyways, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up for more cool content. I messed up on my outro, but anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!